Hello, hello. You are all stuck in here with me for, well, you're not really. You can always browse. Oh, wait, don't do that. Don't, don't close the browser. Don't do that. Hey, welcome on in. It is Tuesday. Hey, Cone, welcome on in. Hello, Alien Traveler, Stephen, Hoomst, Burrows, and Amalia. Um, I just closed my laptop, so hopefully we're good to go. But one thing I didn't do, so you can see here, well, once the timer's gone, you'll be able to see here, this is my current spreadsheet. Hey, Rena, welcome on in. Hey, Antiquated Anachronism, welcome on in. Make yourselves comfortable. Still getting started up and stuff. This is my spreadsheet, my spread chart right now with the games that I've got on deck. Hey, Taru, welcome on in. Thank you for the resub. And out of 37, I have recorded videos for 2 of them. So I'm so far ahead of the game. I will say, these are the ones that made the cut. And all of these still aren't, like, some of these were just interesting ones that I might just post and let y'all know about that I might not play. But, like, it has been utterly ridiculous. And I know that there's a next fest happening. There are always fests happening, period. Plus, games are just coming out when games come out. I'm so sorry. It was bound to happen because I didn't have any tea. So, you know. But, like, there's too much. And I did get one today that said, oh, yeah, it's about a 15 to 20 minute demo. And I'm like, I don't think you understand what that means for streamers. Just so we're clear. But let me see what games I'm going to try to play today. I'm going to try to play some stuff today. So let's see here. I wanted to look at Mechborn. And I wanted to look at... Oh, was there one that I already had? That I hadn't, that we hadn't looked... Like, I know there's... Ah, yep. Okay. This one's going to be... It might be a quick look. It might be a cute. We'll see. That's a long title. It's a very long title. Golly, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It is one of those days where the day has been a lot of a day up to today. Hey, Slivers, welcome on in. The day's been a lot of day up to today, so that's what's up. Let's see here. Let's get those two set up. And for me, setup also means getting the making a bit.ly link and stuff like that. So give me just a second, if y'all wouldn't mind. Just don't make me say an enemy anymore. Because, well, I mean, I think I got it right now, but one never can tell. Okay. I am so tired of seeing the little magical fucking sparkles everywhere. Like, that is supposed to be magical. It's just fucking Gen AI, and I'm tired of seeing it everywhere. Like, enough. It's not even magic. They, yes, Steven, they have ruined sparkles for everyone. You know, and I feel like some of them are trying to do that silly, like, oh, well, you know, it's indistinguishable from magic. No, it's not. No, it's not. Also, like, it's a bit.ly short link. I don't need you. Like, I already know what I'm going to make the short link. I don't need you to, like, generate a magical one based on the 3 words that I just typed in. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah, the fact that everyone for AI decided that they would harp on the magic sparkles thing as like their way of saying, yeah, it's like magic. You know, look, which I guess is, trying to pull the whole like, well, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic bullshit. And I'm like, no, let's not do that. Exactly. It is indistinguishable from poop. Speaking of poop, speaking of poop, as you do, let's come over here. Hold on a second. Because there's just so many. Welcome to my spreadsheet. This is now about to become like a work meeting. It's not. But one of the games that I got was where'd it go? It's basically Poop. It's excremental game. And I'll give you the link for I won't even make a tracking link for this one because I'm gonna play it. I think I'm gonna play it as an offline demo. Like I'm gonna record it. But if you want to see it for yourself, that's a game that's about poop. It's a poop-based shooter. We also like saying poop. Poop. So yeah, that's a like a poop-based incremental shooter game if you're into incremental games, which I am into incremental games, which is why I find the funniness that they said excremental game. Like that was really clever of them. Hey Tanya, welcome on in. Hey Winged Lioness, welcome on in. Oh, excuse me. Hey Tom. Hey Tom. Sorry, I am trying my best to catch up. There's been a lot to do today. Friday was busy and a good busy. Today has been busy, like just trying to catch up with everything from Friday. So, plus, like I said, we're currently got all of this going. So yeah, the fact that there are only 2 games that have bolded, those are the only 2 I've recorded demos for. One went up today, and that is the Green Inning. So it's another incremental game. The other game, which will go up on Thursday morning, is a game about sucking up ghosts with a vacuum. It is a game about sucking up ghosts with a vacuum. So, yeah. So that'll go up on Thursday morning. Both of them are very cute, and I even did like a little post. I started recording like a little post YouTube card kind of thing, like, hey, if you liked these, maybe you'll like these other things that I do because, fuck it. Like Luigi's Mansion, no. Although I've never played Luigi's Mansion, but I watched somebody else play it, and it's adorable. So yeah. But they knew exactly what they were doing with that game. As did they with the executable name of the demo. Yeah, the executable name of the demo, which was basically a game about sucking D. So, yeah, they knew what was up. Let me think though. So I wanted to look at one game called Mechborn. They sent basically almost all of these games are outreach. All these games are like people have found me. They sent over, they're not in the Steam store yet. I mean, they are in the Steam store. You can check out their, do they both platforms? YouTube? Hello? There it goes. Took a minute. But they sent me over, there's a link to their itch store as well. They sent me that. And then there's Whisker Wanderlust, which is a find object game, like a little find the art object game that we've done before. So we'll look at that one today. And then I grabbed All Will Rise. So we're going to try and look at All Will Rise as well today because it sounded like it would be pretty cute too. So these are what we're going to try to do today. I make no promises because it's a lot. I will go find who actually, there was one email where they said like 15 minute. Hold on. Was that the point and click murder mystery one? Yeah. Okay. It's a point and click detective game. Says about 15 to 20 minutes, so we'll try and maybe slap that on. Slap it on. around the end. But yeah, that's what my plan is today. We'll look at Mechborn, then Whisker Wanderlust, and then All Will Rise. Mechborn and All Will Rise both have card mechanics, and Whisker Wanderlust is just finding cute kitties among the things. I have not bothered. I have not yet captured most of these games. I haven't gotten them for audio. I haven't even tested them to see if they run. So if they don't, as you can see, I have several other options to choose from, but I would love to bold just a few of those titles in the first row. That would be fabulous if I could do that. So we'll see about that today. And yeah, so for now, let me go ahead and just boot that back away. And we'll try the first one, which is Mechborn. And that is, one second. I can't type. It's just, I can't type. Wasn't that a TV show? All Rise? Also, Night Court is back. Like they brought, it's a I guess it's a reboot, except it's not a reboot. But, you know, like it's actually like the character's daughter is now the judge. Although I think John Larroquette is still in it, which that's a lot. So yeah, so this is going to be Mechborn. It is a roguelike deck builder experience. Infusing classic 90s mech anime with Greek mythology. So I'm going to be playing in mechs, so Val may be summoned. We'll see. But let me get that game going, because this one is like an external install. It's not through Steam, because they just sent me a link to their itch page. So one sec. Okay. Oh, got it. Sweet. Okay. Shush. Okay. So obviously, what do? We close that now that we know it runs. We change the name of the game. And then, yeah, that puts a chapter marker in, so I can come back to this later on. I'm trying not to yawn on screen, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's just really hard not to yawn after you're really tired. I guess that's the whole point, right? So this is Mechborn. It is a pre-alpha version of the game. They sent over a copy of this for me to take a look at. You can also check them out in the Steam store. There's going to be a link in chat and in the description of this video. Protect Earth and her colonies in a fresh roguelike deck builder experience. Infusing classic 90s mech anime with Greek mythology, in Mechborn, your mech is your deck. Unlock mech parts and pilots, craft custom decks, and unleash devastating combos as you fight to repel the kaiju incursions. So this seems interesting. Let's hop on in. Choose a save slot. Enter the save name. We're going to go with alpha since that is save slot alpha. Okay, let me get my settings out just to make sure. Everything started really, really nicely low. So I'll take that. If it gets to be too loud, let me know. I like the style of it. I like, even though we're not doing a curved screen, it has like a sort of like curved model feel. Choose your mecha. Okay, I think all we have on the opening is Boreas, named after the North Wind. The agile mech boasts ice manipulation, flight, and drone command for combat adaptability. We're not out here saying words on a Tuesday, okay? We are not. but its lightweight armor makes it vulnerable. Ugh. The starting infuser, it has heavy metal. When landing, you deal 3 more damage. Okay. Okay, we can't customize the mech in the demo, so we get what we get. We can see its deck already, so we have some attack cards, some defense cards, and a support card. And let's move on to the pilot. Okay. The pilot, Yumi Yukino. Ghost. A top Titan Corps pilot, she carries the weight of her family's legacy, the very people who helped build the mech headquarters. When a brutal Strix attack claimed her sister's life and brought the lab down before her eyes, she walked away from the lab and into the cockpit. Living in the shadow of the sisters she lost is what drove her to adopt the alias Ghost. Yeah, it's almost like a horn, but not quite. Okay, so a pilot actually has skills. Obviously. They have the ability to change the position of 2 cards of your choice in your hand. You can discard the 2 rightmost cards, gain 1 energy, or freeze all enemies. Okay, and there will be others available. She is Japanese-Canadian. Okay, so let's deploy. Pilot, Earth's colonies depend on you. Gear up. Choose one option. Okay, so we can add a card to our deck, increase our max HP. Let's add a card to our deck. This is interesting. You can deal 9 damage for each enemy that intends to attack. You can deal 8 damage, but if this card is the only one in your hand, you deal 24. So it triples its value if it's the only attack card you're holding. Oh, the game does what I love. So Resonance is shuffle 2 beam into your draw pile, but it also tells you what the beam is. So if you, like a card that summons a card is my favorite when it tells you what the card is. This will summon 2 free attacks, so we're going to go with Resonance. You can only pick one. There can be only one choice. Okay, so it looks like we are trying to get... Okay, so we are trying to make our way downtown. Da, 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 da. So our mission log... Okay, so our main quest is to neutralize the Kaiju Overlord. Looks like we have some abandoned labs as well, so we may get some infusions. Okay, infusers. Those are, I believe those help you during combat. We have our hit points up here. The amount of monies that we have, very important. Hey Rafiki, welcome on in. Our fuel. Oh. Okay, so you spend fuel when you're moving to an unexplored node. When moving without fuel, you add 2 overheat cards to your deck. If your mech is overheated, you take damage at the end of your turn. Yikes. Okay, that's my frost attack. That's the charge. That's okay. So those are my pilot abilities up here. This looks like my passive. So you probably gain passive like artifacts as you go, and they are up here. You can see your deck here. Go back to our settings. Nice. And that will let us go right to where we are. Okay, so. Kaiju, Class C. Just a simple Kaiju. An easy fight. It's just a simple Kaiju. Okay. That'll cost us 1 fuel. So, defeat enemies by playing cards from your belt. Cards require energy to play. Once you are out, end your turn. At the start of your turn, the energy is replenished. Shield. Defensive cards gain shield when enemies are about to attack you. Shield reduces incoming attack damage, but wears off at the start of your next turn. Intent. Yeah, during your turn, you can observe an enemy's intent above them. If the enemy is intent on attacking you, be sure to gain some shield. Some enemies also have passive abilities. They're below the enemy's life bar. So like we had that card earlier where if somebody is intending to attack us, we can do more damage. Okay. Infusers found throughout the world grant unique bonuses and remain throughout your run. They can be found by defeating powerful enemies and in shops or events. So right now we have an infuser that's our heavy metal. When we're landing, deal 3 more damage. Stance. Oh. The stance your mech is in affects combat. For example, when you're in your fly stance, you take 20% less damage. When you play a card that makes you land, you deal 3 damage to all enemies. Since you have the heavy metal infuser, you deal an additional 3 damage. Okay, so you automatically deal like 3 damage when you land, but then our heavy metal infuser gives us more. Pilot skills. As you play cards, the counters for all your pilot abilities increase. Each ability has its own charge cost and can be activated once it reaches the threshold. Using a charge ability resets only its counter, the others keep their progress. Nice. Okay. Support cards don't need to be played to activate their effects. For example, Amp Field automatically increases the damage of the adjacent attack cards while it's in your hand. So this is why you would want to swap. This is why you want to use the pilot ability to swap positions in your hand. Because the Amp Field right now is between 2 cards that are not attack cards. You want to really get that Amp Field card between some attack ones. All car. I see. Okay. I need to play or discard 8 more cards to activate this skill. Alright, we are facing Najomi. Whenever this enemy takes damage, all enemies gain 2 strength. You're going to hit me for 8. And, okay, so whenever you... Okay, so basically, when I hit you, you're going to hit me harder. Hey, Springleaf, welcome on in. Okay. I have 4 energy per turn. So... You have 13 hit points. I can probably take you out. Okay, so let's do the takeoff strike. Oh, we have to... Gotcha. Okay, so that... Nice. So that hits them, and we take off. Let's do a quick shot. Okay. I don't have a card that forces me to land. Oh, I do. Oh, okay. So, if I'm flying, gain 12 shield and then land. That will deal 6 damage to all enemies. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And that'll take you out. All right. We got some money and we got a card. Defensive maneuver out here looking like just forming shields in the air. Nice. Kind of Greek as well, so I appreciate the mythology here. All right. Change stance and gain 4 shield. Or blue dive. Land and deal 6 damage to all enemies. Okay, but if you're flying. Okay. This is interesting. Kill guard. Deal 7 damage. If this kills an enemy, gain 7 shield. I like that. I like that. Okay, so our risk map has opened up. We now have a Class B Kaiju, so let's just make our way. Okay, so we already have our little buddy who gives everybody health when they get attacked. What are you? You are Molten Clad. You're immune to freeze. Well, that sucks. And you're going to apply burn. That also sucks. And it can't be blocked. This just continues to suck. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. Great. Yeah, alright. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. Okay, yeah, let's See, if I give... Okay, if I attack you, you're going to give everybody... You're going to give everybody additional strength. But the thing is this... That's not an attack, is it? Okay, so you know what? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and attack you. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a takeoff strike against you. Into the air. Then we are going to... do landfall, which will do 6 damage to you. It's not quite what I'm... Okay, so actually I want to do 3 things. I want to do 5 damage to you here. Okay. Now... Yeah, this is sweet. This deals 11 damage. Oh, because it's next to... Okay, so the card initially does 7 damage, but because it's next to my amp field, it's going to do 11 damage and gain 7 shield if it kills an enemy. So we can just quickly do that. That gains some shield. Burn can't be blocked, but does a shield... Will a shield mitigate burn damage? I am not sure. Okay, so I have 1 energy left. I think... Because I'm flying, I reduce damage taken from enemies by 20%. So I think what I'm going to do is from up here... No, I'm going to go ahead and do some resonance. So I can get some 0-point cards in my hand. Okay, now I'm going to end my turn. Yeah, you said burn, baby, burn. You did. It is Mech Inferno up here. And you're not going to do anything but continue to apply burn. So if you don't attack me, this strength isn't helping you. Excellent. Okay, takeoff strike is getting an extra 4 points of damage because it's next to my amp field. Hey, Cargen X, welcome on in. Let's see. Let's do a quick shot. Okay, that's 5. This is my freebie. This is my other freebie. And so far, there's no penalty for using a certain number of cards. So, like, I'm just using cards and using cards. And what's interesting is I'm also, by using them, I am increasing my pilot skills. So I'm getting closer to being able to warp cards and change their position. So if I play 1 more card... Quick shot. Okay. The game said, skill activated. A pilot skill has been activated. Don't forget to use it. Yeah, so now what I'm going to do is, if I change the position of 2 cards of my choice in my hand, I'm going to activate this. I'm going to change this card with this card. And what that's going to do is now these are each going to deal 4 additional damage. So, you're done, son. I probably could have done that without using my pilot skill, but the pilot skills don't seem to carry over from combat to combat. So, meh. Alright. Cataclysm. Okay, that just sounds nice. That sounds like the BFG. This is actually good, though. Whenever you change stance, gain 4 shield, and we get a little buddy. Yeah, I want the buddy. Okay. If we're going to try and make our way... Oh, there's fuel. And a blacksmith. Okay, so let's try going up here. Oh, we got 2 new friends. You're a Teleris. On death, you make the player exposed. When you're exposed, you receive 50% more damage from attacks. And are you going to make me exposed? You're going to... Oh, wow. Okay. So now we're getting into some very classic deck builder type mechanics. When they die, I'm going to take additional damage, but this one is going to also apply weak to me to make me do less damage, period. So I feel like you have become... It's like... Basically, when you're playing like card games with people and you're like, what's the threat assessment? Right now, this is the threat because it's going to make my attacks do less damage. And then I'll just come back around for you. However, you know what? That's not correct. This is the problem. Because you're not going to actively attack me. And if you die, I take 50% more damage from attacks, which means that this 12 would do 18. So you are actually the prime target. Buddy, congratulations. You just volunteered for a butt kicking. Okay, now I got splashed with the goop. The goop made me exposed, so when I get attacked, I'm going to receive 50% more damage. So right now, I just need to not get attacked. Let's do the takeoff strike. So I will hit you for 3, and then I will change my stance to fly. And then... Ah, dang, I could do 9 damage to you now. Oh, yeah, let me do that. If I do 9 damage to it now, that will leave it with 1 hit point. So no matter what I do, it's going to go, and I could land, and then that would also... Because landing right now would deal 6 damage. That's not quite enough. It would give me some shield. But yes, let's go ahead and do the quick shot. And, I can't really do anything else. I'm going to end my turn. Yeah, you made me weak. It's fine. Just like SWV. It's okay. But guess what? I got something for you. I'm a land. If I land, you're going to take damage. So there. Whoa. I love the fact that landing just does damage to everybody. Okay, let's get a new card. So now I get to do exposed. Let's see here. Yellow Jacket and an Eagle Drone. Or a Spark Loop. Oh, okay. These I also love. It's in the name. It's a Spark Loop. The card itself does 4 damage and shuffles a beam card into your pile. The beam card is a free card. So every time you use this card, you're going to get 1 more beam shuffled into your draw pile. So it is a Spark Loop. As opposed to a card like this that would summon these and then itself deplete. I like this because this will just keep giving me free attacks. And welcome on in DC, welcome on in Raiders. I hope that you're doing well and enjoy that lurk, Jazz. I appreciate you being here. Okay, we're going to go fuel up. Fuel line's open, pilot. How may I assist you today? Don't forget, you can only choose 1. Okay, I'm just going to get 2 free fuel because I'm pretty stocked. Okay. We can try the blacksmith, especially before we go to this kaiju. So let's go to the blacksmith. Oh, okay, so you're offering me a deal to buy. You're also offering me something that you want. Or I can upgrade a card in my deck. Or I can spend fuel to transform a card into something completely new. In for a penny, in for a pound. Oh, interesting. So you are able to spend fuel with the chances of improving a card. You don't know what it's going to do. Okay, it tells you the percentage chances here. You don't know what it's going to do. This is interesting. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, that's nice, but I need my fuel so I can get to the boss. Let's go ahead and buy the Vulnerator Plus. That'll probably that's in my money. You got my money. Thank you. Okay, we are gonna go. We're going to go for the Class A Kaiju. This is an average Kaiju that can inflict moderate damage. A little moderate damage. Not progressive damage, just moderate damage. Oh, wow. You are Bulvarus. While you are alive, all defense cards cost 1 more energy. Oh, my. Oh, you. That's rude. Oh, that is rude. That's really clever, though. Okay, so while this enemy's on the field, they have basically become the thing we need to take out. They're also going to do 15 damage if I let them attack. So let's see if we can take them out. We're going to use our Vulnerator Plus, which deals 9 damage and applies 2 exposed. So now you will take 50% more damage from attacks. So this will actually do 7 points of damage. And then we'll quick shot you here. Okay. And then I believe I will... I'll shuffle 2 beams, 2 free beams into my pile. You're gonna hit me with the 3 burn damage, but that is gonna stink. But you're not gonna attack me, which is important. The animations are good too. The artwork is nice. The kaiju are like nicely menacing. We appreciate it. Okay, so. I need to get... okay, you're going to hit me for 15, so I got to knock you down. Period. Okay, let's first off fly, so we'll reduce the damage from the enemy. Okay, we now have some free beams, so we'll use those. I can do 15 points of damage with my quick shots in my hand. If I get something that lets me land, I may be able to supplement that, but we're going to go with the quick shots. Excellent. The amp field is now next to my takeoff strike, so that gives me a 7 points of damage. So now you're going down, buddy. And my skill's ready. I'm gonna use the free beam to do 8 damage and just end this combat. I don't have time for you. You set me on fire, buddy. What'd you expect was gonna happen? Okay, this is interesting. So I'm really curious about this because this game is doing a mechanic that I like, and that is that the position of the cards in your hand also matter based on other cards. You can't just move your cards around to, like, sometimes if you need, like, if you like sorting your cards by a certain thing, you can't do that. But these cards rely on positional information. So this card says, deploy a random drone upon this card reaching the final position. Meaning this card either has to get there on its own, or perhaps I need to like flip it with another card. This is interesting. So yeah, I want to see how this works. Where were we? We are here. I think the last thing we should try to do is to take on an elite, because ooh, what are you? That's the abandoned labs. Okay. Yes, let's go here. Let's increase our max HP by 15 for 90 credits. Okay. Oh, let's just do an elite from... Oh, unknown. Oh, you know me. You know I gotta do the unknown. On a dusty hill, Goliath's fueling station stands like a fortress. Thick walls and silent mech pilots guard it, their vigilance unwavering despite the eerie quiet. Inside, massive fuel tanks hum softly, some still holding precious fuel, or perhaps something else of value. Well, let's sneak in. Let's see if I can find something valuable. As you slip inside, you notice the station is busier than it seemed from afar. If you're quick and careful, you might leave with something valuable, but getting caught could mean trouble. Yeah, we're going to search for something valuable. Yes! You found a Goliath card. What did that do? Attack cards. Okay, so this is a buff that you can apply for the entire combat. Attack cards will now charge all pilot skills by 1. Okay, so that's an additional, by playing a card, you now get additional charge to your skills. Nice. You can keep searching if you're feeling lucky. I am going to leave, actually. I'm getting out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Okay. Let's try facing an elite. And see how we do. Oh, you have tentacles. You got... Oh. Your name is Plagueis. Gonna say my usual phrase. Mistakes, perhaps, have been made. But let's see what happens. Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna attack me for 20. And... Oh, I knew it. I knew it! Hey, Queen, welcome on in. So, when you attack, you're going to somehow plague its return. When you attack, you're going to add symbiotic assimilation, which is 3 symbiote seeds, which, look, we love symbiotes. We even love symbionts, if you understand what I'm saying there. At the end of your turn, all adjacent cards are absorbed and transformed into symbiote seeds. Okay, so this is a problem. This card is a problem. If I don't play it, it's going to eventually just absorb everything in my deck and turn them into useless cards. Oh. I don't love this for me. Okay. I feel like we need to block some damage. Okay, so that's going to mitigate 10 points of incoming damage. Let me use my Mithron and just use a buff, because I'm afraid of that card getting into my hand. I'm really afraid of that card getting into my hand. Or actually, it's going to... It adds it to my drawn deck, so... Yeah, okay. You know what? Let's see what happens. Okay, so 10 of that damage got through. You put that symbiote seed in there. So yeah, this is where, like, you've got to take that out of your deck or out of your hand, or else it's going to basically just start turning all your cards into stuff. Don't love that for me. Okay, the drone drop is here. I need the drone drop to be here. So I think eventually I'll start, like, I'll swap the position of the two cards to move it over there. But for now, we gotta do a takeoff strike, because you're gonna be hitting us for a lot of damage. Okay. What I do like about the math is it was 26 on the ground, it's 20 in the air, because flying reduces the damage by 20%, so it did the math for me. I didn't have to think about it. I am going to do the quick shot. I'm going to go ahead and play this card just to get it out of my hand. And now I can use my warp ability to switch the position of two cards, which is great. I'm going to swap the amp field for the drone drop. Okay. Winston Works, thank you for the resub. 69 months. Love it. So, because I got the drone drop card to its position where it needs to be, it summoned me a little drone. Summoned me a little drone. Deals 10 damage to a random enemy. Well, I only got one enemy, so, you know. Is there a limited amount of turns you can be in the air? So far, no. Being in the air is a stance, so you have... So essentially, you fly or you land. Flying, you take less damage. When you land, like your mech going boom actually causes damage to everybody around. And I think I'm going to take advantage of that right now. If I'm flying, I gain 12 shield, and then I'm going to land. So landing will also do damage, but I'm going to gain shield. That's the most important part. So yeah, landing actually did 6 points of damage to them. Okay, so 14 points of that are going to get through because I can't really do anything else. So I will end my turn. I don't love this for me. Okay. So my little drone did 10 damage to you because it started the turn. Sweet. What do I want? How do I want to do this? Currently, I don't have any way to fly, so I'm going to go ahead and do the spark loop and shuffle a beam into my hand. Okay. Now this is interesting. I can discard the two rightmost cards. So if those cards weren't doing me any good, I could just get rid of them. It's not a skill I want to use right now. But I think I will use the Vulnerator. The Vulnerator exposes the enemy, so they receive 50% more damage from attacks. So I'm going to do this. Which will mean any damage I do, I said it, will be more. But I mean, it's 7 versus 5, so you know. The question is, I think I can how many more rounds? Like that's the question, is how many more rounds do I think I can last? I'm going to go ahead and take the quick shot. On the off chance that I get my beam, which is free. Okay. Kill Guard is interesting, but it only works if you kill it. Like its second ability activates if you kill an enemy. Ooh. So here's an interesting thing. I wonder if this will work. I have the ability to switch the switch cards in my hand. I am going to swap the drone drop and the resonance. And then I'm going to play the resonance and see if that makes the drone drop once again reach the end of my hand and summon another drone. It does. So whenever a drone is deployed, gain 1 energy, including this one. Yes. Okay, so I can also just keep, if I can keep that drone drop hitting the end of my hand, it's worth a shot. However, because I got a takeoff strike, I'm going to deal 3 damage, which is actually going to be like, what, 4? And then change my stance to flying. Haha, I'm flying now, which means you do less damage to me. And I like that for me. The amp field has been earning its keep, but I think I'm going to go ahead and play that and just discard it to see if I can get another... Okay, that's fine. Let's end my turn. Well, I could gain 1 more energy as well. Let's see. From here, what can I do? Oh, I can summon another drone. So let me do this. Let me summon my eagle. And now I have all the friends. I have so many friends. I have an eagle drone, which gives me a shield when I change stance. Sigma, whenever a drone is deployed, gain 1 energy, which means that I actually get 2 energy for deploying that eagle. And the yellow jacket does 10 damage at the beginning of my turn. I have so many friends. So many. So now I'm going to go a free beam attack. And I'm going to gain 5 shield. And now I can once again... Oh. I can freeze all enemies. Freeze them. Oh, what's the matter, baby? You can't take any actions? Are you frozen? Oh. Oh. I'm so sorry for you. Another free beam attack. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna use my warp again to move my drone to the right of the sonic wall. I'll play the sonic wall on my next turn, and oh, that wasn't smart. I could have actually moved it 1 more over and then discarded the 2 cards. I could have done that in the same turn. That's okay. That is okay. We're gonna end the turn. Okay. It's your turn again. The frozen wore off, but you still take 10 damage because it's the start of my turn. Because you weren't able to take any actions, you do not shuffle the symbiote seed into my deck. So basically, up yours is really what's going on here. You are still going to hit me for 25 points of damage, which means that if I was on the ground, it's probably going to be like 30. Let's go ahead and cast this shield. Okay, the drone drop means that we got... Do we get another friend? Or am I... We did, but I think I might have a limit number of drones. Which is... That's fine. That's okay. Hey, Dre, welcome on in. Okay, so... Spark Loop is next to Amp Field. So because it's next to it, it does even more damage. So we're going to do this. I can do 9, 14, 19 points of damage. Actually, I can do 17. Okay. All right. Okay. 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 Let's go ahead and do the 9. That moves everything down, which means now I get to do 9 again. Which moves it down, which means now I get to do 9 again. That activates my skill to be able to move a card. This is so ridiculous. But I love this because I love when you... Sorry. You can't see my excitement. I love when you find what feels like a nice little broken... Like a broken sequence that you can do in games. So this is amazing for me. Okay. I am going to... And each of these, like, I can use each of these... So first off, oh wait, I mean, I could do something fun, but now I don't have to, because now I can just use this. This will deal 11 damage, and if it kills an enemy, I gain 7 shield. I did it all while in the air. All of it while in the air. So the reward you get is an infuser, Prime. At the start of combat, gain the effect of a random core card. So the core cards are like, they are passives that you do through combat. Okay. So that goes in our little bar up here. So yeah, if you played like Slay the Spire or similar games like that, you got your little artifacts up top. And we also get Rejuvenator. Gain shield and heal. So yeah, okay, so this is Mechborn. Let me get a link in chat for y'all. Which one is it? There we go. Because yeah, it's quite fun. I was able to, let me actually also, while I'm here, get you... There we go. You can, if you'd like to try it out for yourself, this is their itch page, and this has a link to the pre-alpha version that you can grab from their page yourself. So yeah, but also definitely wishlist it on Steam because it's got the goods. I do like it. I'm going to go ahead and hit the main menu. I like that. That is really well done, and it has that good deck battling kind of thing that you're used to. I like the mechs. I like the fact that it has that additional take on things of, okay, we're just gonna have a little extra like stances and cards that impact other cards, and the positioning of your cards matters. So that's really fun. But yeah, that was nice. As to whether I will, I think I just need to record a generic end of video YouTube card today, because I don't know if I want to do a specific end of video for each of these or not. Or I may just, like, when I edit the video is when I may record all three of them at once. I don't know. But anyway. But yeah. Let me check the ads. I think we might be running into... Yeah, there's just a little time left on that. So let me run an ad now, and I'll get set up for the next one, which is a little more cute. It's going to be Whisker Wanderlust. It's going to be kind of like a hidden object finding game. So let me do that. I'll run an ad while I'm setting it up on the back end, and I will see some of you at the end of that break. And if you have Twitch Turbo or a subscription, you can watch me sitting here like a fool setting up the game. So yeah, I'll see you on the other side of the break. My nose is so itchy today. So itchy. So itchy. Okay, we haven't played this one before, but it feels really familiar, so we've definitely played a similar one to it. Let me get the audio captured for this one. Oh, and the video would also help. Capturing the game when you're playing a game. What a concept. What an idea. Okay, so... I am remembering my water, which means I'm also peeing a lot. It's just the side effect of it. So yeah, when the ad is done, we'll come back and look at this. Let me get the game set up for this one. This one is a long title. No? Okay. Yeah, it would be scary if I were drinking a lot of water and not peeing. Yeah, like where would it all be going? Interdimensional bladder. Which would be a really weird power to have in the X-Men, but also you could be the one on all the stakeouts. Like, That's a surveillance power, even though it doesn't seem like one. It is. And it reminds me of the multiple mutants that they introduced during the multiple mutants they introduced during X Factor, where a number of them were in the military before their powers like happened, or like Rusty was, I think he was like in the Navy, and then War, the guy who, he was in an iron lung when you met him in the comic, but he had been in the military and he could clap his hands and make explosions. But yeah, like that era of comics, the way it wanted to treat mutants was really interesting, because there was like, they were a thing. They were absolutely a thing, but it's like they didn't have stigma. Like I guess their powers didn't all show up at puberty. So, you know, they like were under the radar for a longer time. Oh no, the town is flooded and people are trapped. Don't worry, fetch me my bendy straw. Yeah. True. Honestly, a P dimension would not be that off. You're right. In Generation X, they had at least one where there's a mutant who just looked very different but had no powers. So their mutant expression was a physical change, but not like, because yeah, you normally think about mutant powers as being powers, but the X gene, which again, we gotta stop calling it that because that is not how genetics work. But your mutant expression is generally some kind of change. It doesn't necessarily always mean powers. A lot of the Morlocks, like their less than supermodel hotness looks was just it. Like they didn't have any powers, or their powers were very passive, like a weird psychic thing or something. But anyway, we could talk about that for, another stream entirely. So yeah, Whisker Wanderlust. Let me get a link for this in chat for everybody. This is available as a demo in the Steam store, and we are going to look at this today. It is Whisker Wanderlust Unwritten Chapter. So this is like the third Whisker Wanderlust adventure. Wait, what? My human just vanished into a magic portal. The third Whisker Wanderlust adventure begins. Explore a whimsical fantasy world, meet quirky new friends, and follow the clues to bring your owner home. May every kitty be loved. Okay, I do agree with that. May every kitty be loved. So these are I believe these are the earlier games that you can go play, but we're going to look at Whisker Wanderlust. Just check my settings. Arrows are WASD and to left drag. Tab will toggle the taskbar. We can do a magnifier, but it has a cooldown of 1.5 minutes. Zoom in, show or hide the UI. Okay, we'll give it a shot. This is the Magic Continent. What are we looking for? We're looking for our owner's socks. We're also looking for envelopes. Too many thoughts from afar. The pigeons are overwhelmed. Be a temporary postman and deliver this love home. We're looking for slimes. Slime migration. Curiosity is fine, but ignoring orders isn't. Find the naughty slimes who left the group. And rabbits. Wolves in Magic World don't eat rabbits, but this clumsy one is scaring them away. Teach them how to make friends properly. So yeah, let's give it a shot. Magic Continent. Wilderness, magic, strange creatures, and a mysterious new land. Before the kitten could even blink at this magical new world, a wizard waved a crystal pendulum and issued the first quest. Oh, my cute apprentice. Go catch a 6-legged whale to pass your test. No way, I'm not some hero, the kitten refused. Have you seen a human? He just fell here too. He's chubby, wears floral socks, and laughs really loud. So per our usual, I will be slowly moving around the image. If you see something that I miss, by all means, feel free to call it out. I'm going to move around as, like, I zoom in and try to move around gently, but I also sometimes go fast. So, yeah. Sock? Okay, so once you found it, it disappears. Sock. The slimes? No. These socks are tiny. Oh, you can, okay, you can zoom. You can really zoom in. Am I not supposed to find you? Oh, hold on. Initially, I think all we're supposed to do is find the socks. Then, we actually start the secondary by finding the, okay, accept the quest. Okay, this is just funny to me. This, well done. Just well done. I appreciate that. How you doing, Vincent? Aw. I don't know this artist. Shockingly, I do not know every artist. Oh, wolf? Oh, okay, so the wolves don't eat rabbits, but this one is scaring them away. Okay, so now we need to find rabbits and socks. And slimes. And socks and rabbits. And slimes. And rabbits. And socks. That was a gem, a gemstone, so that's another thing we have to find. Like the little scarecrow. Bunny. Sock. Sock. Bunny. 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 Let me see. It said something about the delivery of letters. So who's the pigeon or who's the mail carrier delivering the letters? So we can also start looking for those. Ah, there you are. Okay, so now we're looking for all the things. Bunny, sock, envelope, sock, sock, slime, 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 sock, sock, envelope, bunny, bunny, bunny. This is just, I'm just saying words now. This could be an incantation. You don't know. Slime, bunny, sock, bunny, 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 sock, envelope, slime, sock, sock. This game looks familiar. We've seen other, I've played other similar kind of like chill find object games on screen, so that maybe remembering some of those as well. Oh, did we find all the, no? Okay. I heard like a noise. Yeah, these are nice, like, turn your brain off and just do a thing. Oh no. There's a line in Marvel Rivals where the White Queen and the Winter Soldier are on the same map, and she says, "Oh, I keep finding this repeating phrase in your mind," and she starts saying the words, and he's like, "Please don't." Did they ever determine if Bucky in the MCU had gotten free of that, or if it was still something that could be a problem? Like, okay, because I was like, are we allowed to invite Uncle Bucky to, like, you know, well, look, they said those weren't trailers. They said those were part of the story or teasers. So, you know, whatever. Whatever that means, Russos. Okay, so let's... Okay, we have a few more things. Okay, wow. A few. We have a lot more things to find. Sock. Bunny. I like the sound effects too. It's got a nice little plunk. Those are whales with legs. Is it like Ambu, the wandering village? And they're doing the thing that's cute, is they make the hidden object sort of, in some places they're sort of part of the image. There's also no penalty for over-clicking. So I can click, 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 and it doesn't matter. So some of the games are really dedicated to, this is a game, it is a puzzle, but it's not, you know, the point is for you to find the stuff. It's not to be punished for not being able to find it. I feel like that's a bunny behind that, but that's okay. Those look cute little slimes. There's that last gem. Okay, so we found all the gems. There are so many socks. Okay, but this is how tiny a sock is. Okay? Right on that large whale, which is a very cute whale, on that large whale's snoot is a sock. That's how small. Haven't seen this many whales since Avatar 3. Okay, we're winding down. We're getting there. Tiny sock. Tiny sock. Tiny slime. Tiny, tiny slime, sock, slime, letter. Okay. Now it's dangerous because you really, you know, we're down to single digits of everything. So it's where have I not looked? Okay, got all the slimes. Oh, okay. Got all the letters. We are still missing our poor friends. Oh, rules aren't meant to bind you, but to guard you. Don't pout. We can play together as soon as we settle in. Okay, so that's the slimes have been found. And then, wait, does oh, there's a sock. And a bunny. Okay, so I found all of the letters. Joy, sorrow, attachment. Small letters carry heavy hearts. This actually does, I may have played another one in this series, now that I think about it. The picking up a quest and coming back to it feels familiar, so it may have been another one in this series or one by this company. Okay. I have 6 socks and 1 rabbit to go. Are you socks? You are not. You are just somebody wearing socks, which is... I'll allow it. I guess. Knowing how tiny they can be. A bun bun on the big burb. That's a big burb. Is there another big burb? The applehead burb. Oh, the applehead burb. That big burb. There you are. Okay. Friendship needs room to bloom. Stand back, offer a hand, and wait for their heart to answer. Aw. Okay, now I have to find 6 socks in all of this art. And now we're at the point where everything looks like it could be a sock. Also, even that your cursor, which looks like a little paw and a claw, doesn't change when you're over a thing. Oh, there's a sock. Yeah, it doesn't change when you're over an objective. So you're still kind of on your own. Oh, she's wearing slimes as socks. That's cute. So I don't know if this is dangerously chill, but it is pretty chill. Sorry, gonna zoom out a little bit. Little unicorns and narwhals in the clouds. And it still always makes me wonder, how do the multiple art teams, you know, like who's responsible for making this just massive bit of art? And then what's the team after them that comes in and puts all the findable objects and says, oh, you know, oh, that one will hide really well there, or that'll hide really well there. Because these are hiding. These are indeed hiding very well. And I also realize, like, I tend to get the tunnel vision of, I think I'm looking at the whole image, but I just keep coming back to the same spots over and over and over again. But again, there's no penalty. So if you want to do the old school point and click every pixel here, nothing's stopping you. I can't say that'd be fun, but you certainly can. Yeah, there's so much. Oh, is it Magritte? Yeah, well, there's because there's the yeah. Hold on. Who did Steven say the other one been? Ah, sorry. I'm trying to hold on. I'm trying to like go over here. Monet, maybe. Yeah. Let's try. Oh, let's try finding. Oh, really? I see. I just thought those were socks being worn. Okay, you know what, pal? Now I gotta look for actual socks. Rude. Sock in the tree at the bottom being held by a person on a panda. Oh, did the game fool you, or am I looking at the wrong one? There might be more pandas. Yeah, that game was sneaky. It was like you think it's a sock, but it's not. Sneaky. Ship in the sky. Window is a sock. It also scans to the Reading Rainbow theme song. Wow, it sure is. They are. Now you understand why it's so hard to find them when they go missing in the dryer. Look at that. I mean, come on. One sock left. But my timer is up. So now, yeah, like I'm not even gonna bother now. Boop. Nice. So yeah, we had some, the main story is just to find the socks. And then the side quests were to find our letters, the slimes, and the bunnies. And then yeah, we can go out. And I guess, yeah, all you have to do is find the owner socks. Then perhaps you can go to other levels. Oh, whoops. Sorry, this is the demo. My bad. So in the demo, we have the one level, the Magic Continent. That's adorable. You clearly unlock some lore as you go because we found the gems on the level. Oh, I see. So you actually unlock a puzzle, which I love a good puzzle. Is this enough pieces? I don't know. Will it be enough pieces? I don't think it is. Oh, actually it might be. Okay, it does the thing of sliding into place when you're, even if you don't know exactly where it's going. Okay. Hey, dun, 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 dun. Hey, Dark Winds, welcome on in. Good time zone to you. So yeah, if you liked what you saw, add it to the wish list. It's a very cute, you know, it's that cuteness, Everdeen, not Katniss. And yeah, then like everything unlocks another thing. That's really cute. Okay, so let me hop out of that. So yeah, if you're just looking for like I just want to find stuff, I want to click around and find stuff. With no real pressure, there's no time limit. The only thing that was timed was the reveal, but otherwise, yeah, it's cute. Yeah, it's a nice one. That was a perfect little like side salad in the middle of the two, because we're going to do another deck builder, and this one is All Will Rise. And this one, their Kickstarter just launched. Oops, hold on. I thought I had did I not have the link for this one ready yet? Nope, I do. So yeah, All Will Rise. They just announced a Kickstarter. It is essentially about, well, billionaires killed the river, and you're getting revenge. So it's part deck building. It is some management. It's time management, hand drawn. Not hand drawn. I mean, it's art. Drawn art. It's drawn art. Apparently I don't know how to say words, as was evident by several of my clips and shorts. I don't know how to say words, which is really rough for someone who says words online all the time. Like, I have made very bad choices in what I choose to do all the time. But let me just check the ad timer, because I think, okay, we're good. Okay, we're good for another 35 minutes, which should be perfect, because that'll be a good time to take a look at this game. So let me start it and get it set up, and yeah, we'll look at that. So let me change the game. I think it needs to be in focus for the audio to happen. I think. Okay, but we'll come back to this. Okay, so yeah, this is All Will Rise. There is a demo available in the Steam store. Their Kickstarter just launched. So the Kickstarter is live. The demo is live. So if you like what you see from the demo, wishlist it. Follow the Kickstarter. Feel free to back it. I back games. I have other games I don't necessarily back, because I'm ready for them to come out, but I don't necessarily want to. Sometimes being involved at every step of the process of our game will be coming out sometimes is a lot for me, and I just plan to buy it when it comes out. But yeah, so this is All Will Rise. The river is a god, and they killed her. It's time for ordinary people to hold them to account. Manage your team, mix with eco-terrorists and godmen. Build your deck, follow leads, and find allies. Make your case and win the battle for the future. So it is a sim, card battlers, some time management, some team management. Looks like we have quite a few things in store for this. Will this game be smarter than me? Probably. So yeah, welcome to the demo of All Will Rise, about taking a corrupt billionaire to court for a river's murder. You manage your team, you go on missions to unlock and upgrade cards. It's a game in development made with rage and joy. Whoa. Yes. A small, passionate team about making meaningful games for a burning world. Well, I love it already. Let me see here. I might want to... I'm going to adjust the volume on this side a little bit, because I don't think I have settings yet. That's a little better for me. If I need to turn it up, please let me know. This is the demo from the Steam store. Looks like we don't necessarily have settings yet, but audio seems to be the only thing that was an issue. So let's hop on in. New game. Team office, 4 a.m. The day before closing arguments. Okay, hold on. I will adjust that. Hopefully that's a little better. Your Honor, the time is now. The place? You're slouching. Shh. She's in the zone. The what? That's what she calls it. The zone. You two are not helping. Can we focus, please? Tomorrow is the most important day of all of our lives. Well, the birth of my children is perhaps... sorry. Please continue. Not just our lives, for all of Muziris. Muziris? This is one where I would need a pronunciation guide for the words in the game so I can say them properly. And I can learn something. Try not to sound like a full supervillain in court, eh? Just a suggestion. What can I say? I love my team. They both look tired, but what we're doing here, it's important. I'm going to take a quick pause to see if I do have some options now that we're in the game, so give me just a sec. Okay, we're going to bring these down, and then I can go back to my normal. We'll try that. And while we're here, let's also see what accessibility options we have. Okay, predict the choice outcomes never. Oh, interesting. Text size small, tutorials on. Okay, I appreciate that. The choice outcomes, predict them. So maybe this will give you a chance to know what the impact of your words are going to be before you... That's interesting. Okay. All right. Resume. Oh, story log. Oh, y'all are the best. Y'all are the best. They even have their individual colors maintained in the log. Oh, I love that. Okay. Okay. They both look tired, but what we're doing here, it's important. We spent 8 months convincing Missouri's High Court that the River Periyar deserves the right of legal personhood. Oh. Wow. Card unlocked. Make the river a legal person. Okay, so we have 3 values that it increases by 3 and 1 speculation point. If we win, we could hold governments and corporations to account in a new way. Card unlocked. Life returns to the river. If we lose, then everything stays the same, and one day, our dying river will be dead. And it all comes down to closing arguments tomorrow. I need to focus on one advantage that giving the river legal personhood has over the current regulatory framework. I don't have the time to explain them all in court, but I can't decide which claim I should make. Maybe you should go with your instincts. Or you could be strategic and play to your strengths. Choose a claim that represents your Kuyili's personality and capacities. This card will determine which emotion Kuyili deploys in her closing argument tomorrow. Ooh. So, okay, so minds is the value of this one. Detail-oriented, cerebral, and detached. This is your main claim, is that the river has the right to sue. Community guardianship. Hearts is compassionate, open-minded, and hedonistic. Okay, guarding the community. Or the right to flow. The river has the right to flow? Yeah. Guts is assertive, egotistical, but always ready for a challenge. I'm going to go with hearts. Compassionate, open-minded, and hedonistic. I like those 3 terms. We should center the voices and experiences of the people who have ancient ties to the river and depend upon it. Do judges even have heartstrings to tug on? Okay, that's a legit right question. But as we are seeing, in my country, especially right now, yes, they do. Many judges are human, especially in the face of inhumanity. So, they do have them. Shinto yawns magnificently, then immediately looks apologetic. I think that's our cue to get some rest. See you all tomorrow in court. I just love, I know it's going to turn the music off if I do this, but I love the art for the characters. They're gorgeous and brilliant. And even the fashion, like, love it. Okay. And remember, Kui, all you have to do is win. Dang, Joy, talk about some pressure. All you have to do is win. No press. You're good. You got this. Yay. Go team. Like, all you have to do is win. Missouri's High Court. Final day of the trial. Oh, so pretty. This case could set a legal precedent. Let the river protect itself. My hands feel numb. I can't remember a single line of my closing argument. Get yourself together, Kuyili. I turn to the crowd assembled in court. Shinto gives me a little thumbs up. Joy raises an eyebrow, and I feel a sudden sense of calm anticipation. Like Joy said, all I have to do today is win. Okay, so now we've been given a UI and we have some help. So let's look at our UI first. These three are the values that we saw earlier. Minds, hearts, and guts. This looks like our deck. Okay, so this is our library. These cards can be drawn to our hand. And okay, we can also choose favorites. So if we click on that, can't change favorites yet. Okay, cool. Let's look at the help. Arguments are the main goals of each battle. Each argument has unique conditions, and when they are fulfilled, you can deliver the argument and reap the rewards. Delivering arguments doesn't end your turn. So we've seen other deck builders where you are building a deck, but the deck is actually about communication, conversation, and dealing with people. Though it is a battle, the cards themselves represent what you're saying and feeling and how you're appealing to that person. So this is interesting. Turns. Each battle lasts for a limited number of turns. When it's your turn, you can play cards, deliver arguments, or reshuffle your hand. After your turn, your opponent gets to play their turn before it's yours again. The board is made up of claim cards, tied together into stories forming a web of cause and consequences. Causes go above, consequences go below. Claim cards can only be played where they make sense as a cause or consequence, but rhetoric can be placed anywhere. The deck. The start of each turn, cards are drawn from the deck until your hand contains 6. Cards will only be drawn if they are playable. During your turn, you can play cards onto the board to continue the story and build your arguments. Playing a claim card ends your turn, but you can play any number of rhetoric and denial cards. If you don't like the cards in your hand, you can reshuffle them at the cost of 1 turn. Okie dokie. Okay. All we have to do is win. All I do is win. Can we get that song going? All I do is... Okay. Oh, that judge. That judge did not come to mess around. So, card battles are one of the core mechanics of All Will Rise. Play cards to tell stories and change your opponent's perspective. Playing cards changes both of your emotional energies. Hearts, minds, and guts. Love her! This court was assembled 8 months ago to decide the fate of the River Periyar. This trial has attracted interest not only from our local community and press, but nationally, even globally. But let me assure you that all that external pressures will have no impact on this court's judgment. Let us remind ourselves of the situation at hand and the facts already in evidence. Okay, the river is in danger. That is a fact. Smack. We submit that the Periyar is being polluted with industrial runoff, choked by sewage. Okay, another fact, agricultural waste, which is tied to the river is in danger. Okay, pesticide pollution, which is also tied to the river is in danger. This court accepts the precarious state of the River Periyar. The causes of the situation have been proven to us. So again, the board's made up of the claims. So the claims are there. The causes are above and the consequences are below. So causes above, consequences will be down here. Okay, the causes of the situation have been proven to us. But what is the remedy? That is what we will decide here today. I will now hear your closing argument. But we haven't done any... What? What? That's it? Oh, okay. Playing claim cards. Connect claim cards to each other to tell stories. The cards also affect emotional energies, minds, hearts, and guts. Find a claim that connects to the river is in danger in your hand and drag it onto the board. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we get a little bit of help. Hey, Darker Larper. We get a little bit of help. And it's telling us. Okay, so these are our thoughts so I love that we have a little inside, we have a little inner person who's like, I don't know, like, this doesn't sound right. So, make the river a legal person is not really connecting to anything on the board yet. Try playing other claims first. This claim doesn't connect. Yep, this claim doesn't connect either. So yeah, our river needs protection, and our inside voice is like, surely this isn't controversial. So are we confirming? Yes, okay. So by playing this, it increased the judges like guts by 3 and our guts by 3. Okay, so we are doing that kind of, we're appealing to different parts in our arguments. Hey, IntelliGame, welcome on in. It is gorgeous, and we are just now getting into how the card mechanic works, where it's not so much battles as it's conversations. So our opening, like the opening gambit was the judge laid down the facts of the case, that agricultural waste and pesticide pollution are endangering our river. We are arguing the river's personhood. So our case that we then said is the river needs protection. If the river dies, the city of Muziris dies. Our history dies. We cannot allow this to happen. I yield my turn. Advocate, please continue. So we are, it's interesting, we are technically arguing against the judge, it feels like in this case, perhaps. Yeah, okay, we are arguing against the judge. Okay, so connect claims to make stories in causal changes. Causes flow into consequences. Play claims that are causes above another claim and play consequences below. You can only play claims that connect to claims already on the board. I think our hand right now is all claims. Yeah, okay, so right now our hand is all claims. The options that we have otherwise are rhetoric and denial. So we only have claims. So right now we're keeping it real. Like we're not like saying anything else. Our river needs protection. Therefore, make the river a legal person. That is the point of our argument. This doesn't really matter in this, like this is irrelevant. This is irrelevant. Except this is oddly how a court works. Instead of having turns, judges just have unlimited interrupts. Fair. So yeah, basically the end goal of our thing is to make the river a legal person. Okay, that increased everyone's points. In this country, corporations have legal rights of personhood. They can enter contracts, sue for their rights, and act independently. Is a corporation more of a person than a river? Is it truly more alive? Ooh, okay. Arguments are goals to achieve in card battles. Play cards to satisfy their unique requirements. So now we have a little bit of a to-do list. To make this argument, tell a story that connects the river is in danger to life returns to Periyar. But facts alone will not convince your opponents. You must again max out one of the judge's emotional energies, minds, hearts, or guts. So we've been... Oh, interesting. The judge is throwing down that. Like, fine, okay. So right now, our argument is... the river is in danger, leads to... We're trying to lead to life returns to the river. We have got to get the judge's heart to a value of 40. Right now it's at 32. So, the judge put out find the polluters. Okay. Existing laws allow us to levy fines on corporations who flout environmental standards. Ah. So the judge is saying, like, we can already fine the company. Almost to say, like, why is your argument to argue for personhood for the river when we have fines that we can levy. Okay. Okay. Last year, the court fined a corporation 1,000, I'm going to guess rupees, for polluting a river. So the fine was insignificant. Oh, wow. Less than the price of a kilo of ripe mangoes? Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. That does not sound like much of a fine. Yeah, okay. I get it. Yeah. We can discourage pollution and noncompliance without fundamentally altering our legal framework. That is a valid point. However, your punitive means don't seem like they meet the standard of like behavioral change. I'm just saying. Okay. Their argument. Ooh, they're going to play something. Okay. Oh my God, I love this. I'm not always good at the conversation type games, so adding in some math and values helps. Like math and numbers helps. We can see their argument. Their argument is the river is already protected. They're saying we already have legal means to basically punish these companies. We don't need to give the legal personhood to the river. And we can see that they're building towards something. We don't know what it is. We have no idea what it is, but it's building towards something. So we have to look for opportunities to stop her from delivering it before my own argument is ready. Okay. This is what I chose last night. So this is a +3 to hearts. We said like we're basically being a compassionate person. We're like, look, the community needs the river. We would lose history. We'd lose people connected to it. So we're trying to push this argument of community guardianship. Bam. Oop, nope. Sorry. Click it, then click it. This court talks of fines, but fines do not compare to corporate profits. I know I've said it before, and I will continue to say it. All games are political. All art is political. This one, there's no subtext. It's just text. We need entirely new instruments to protect the river. We will appoint community guardians to represent the river's rights. Decisions must be made by the people who are most affected by them, people who depend on the river for survival, who have worshipped the river for generations. Okay, so the judge's argument, we will enforce existing regulation. Our regulatory bodies are underfunded and riddled with corruption. Oh, thank you. Yes, I agree, Your Honor. We don't need new laws. We must give our institutions the capacity to enforce the ones we currently have. There, I don't agree. However, your own argument increased your heart's level to 38. So basically, I just have to like hit home one dinger. Hey, Strawberry Swan, welcome on in. Okay, so this is interesting. We get to see what their argument is. Their argument is the river's in danger leads to we will enforce existing regulation. I will say this makes sense from a legal standpoint. Like, if there is a problem, we have a law on the books to deal with it. Again, as I currently exist in a country where, while we have laws on the books, the existing powers that be are simply ignoring and steamrolling over those laws to do whatever they want, I gotta say, this approach is not enough. It's just not. So, I like the fact that we're like, yeah, I hear you. However, not enough. So I have to find a way to stop them from making their argument. Denial cards. Do you want to undo a card's emotional effects? You get in the way of a card. Let me start that one over again. I'm getting heated. This game got me. This game's like, oh. Do you want to undo a card's emotional effects? Get in the way of an opponent's argument? Use denial cards to negate low credibility claims on the board. Okay, I was wondering what the diamonds were. That's the credibility of the claim. So we can use a denial card to negate a low credibility claim on the board. So prove it denies a claim of 3 or less. Okay, now this makes... Okay, so now things are making a lot more sense. The river is in danger is proven. That is like 4 diamonds out of 5, so that's just a fact. Pesticide and pollution, agricultural waste, it's all proven. Oh, we can zoom in. Oh, we can zoom in around. Okay. The river needs protection. It's reasonable. That's a reasonable argument. Fines, we have them. It's proven. However, this is where their argument falls short. We will enforce existing regulation. We've already shown that when you enforce it, you barely charge them enough to buy like a pound of food. So I'm going to say prove it. Now, what that did was that reset. So it reset the hearts back to 35 and the guts back to 32. But Kuya is saying, this court has made empty promises about enforcement before. We refuse to accept this claim without more proof. I'm sorry, the judge is doing the noise. Like, well, that shut me up. Your objection is sustained. Continue your argument, advocate. Okay, so that busted through their argument, but their argument was done. Like they were able to start their argument. It was will enforce existing. I say not enough. So the next card I have to play is Life Returns to the River. It isn't proven. Like it's a hearsay. It's us being very speculative, but Life Returns to the River. Yeah, so that got everything, you know, hearts on fire. It got everyone's hearts on fire. The judge's value of hearts is over 40. So the judge's eyes suddenly light up. I can sense it. This is my moment. I've deliberately roused her empathy. Wow, she argues like I do. Her heart is open to my argument. The existing laws have failed us. We need a hopeful new approach. Why should this court not lead the way? Not just for our river, but for all of India, and indeed, the world. I swear to this court, if you grant the Periyar the right of legal personhood, life will return to the river. Bam! So, we got the judge's hearts value to 40. Looks like, I mean, we were going, it looks like because, of course, this is the first battle in the game, we were on a pretty good path to get any value we chose up there, but we chose compassion, because I usually do. So we can deliver my argument. We need a hopeful new approach. Your Honor, the time is now. The place is here. Let us make history in this courtroom today. The judge bangs her gavel into the sudden silence. I am ready to make my verdict. And we can see that the judge's hearts have, like, the judge's heart's value is like, it's all on fire. The light changes. Each mote of dust in the air seems to stop in suspense. It is no easy thing to change the very foundations of our legal system, to enact an entirely new framework of rights. But Advocate Kuli's compassionate arguments cannot be denied. I commend her sensitivity and heart. So this is a rhetoric card. These cards have game-changing effects combined with each other. They don't end your turn, so play them before the claims. So we've unlocked Heart Like a River. It doubles the heart's effects of surrounding claims. So it's almost like the game we played earlier where the position of your card in your hand affected other cards. This one will double the heart's values of surrounding claims, so we can use that as a boost. The judge makes a legal truth out of what the people of Muziris already know. From henceforth, the River Periyar is a legal person. Yes. Card reframed. The river is a legal person. The values have gone up, and it is now proven.
Ta-da!
Hey. I know it's like the demo and it's a tutorial, but still, we win. I like that the card. I like also that the card, the claim has been reframed based on the fact that the conversation has been successful. The courtroom erupts. We won. I hear joy in Shintu's shouts louder than all the others. We won! The world has changed for the better, just a little bit, because of us. Reality is more malleable than we think. I won't forget that lesson. Yeah, that's a very cool way to 4 months later. It's a very cool way to do this. I think I was a teenage exocolonist also feels like it works in a similar way of the way you do card battles is like your conversations. We're halfway through the grand opening of Resilience Tower when smoke pours over the horizon and the sky turns bright orange. Fire! Fire! Is it about the tower? Is it a bomb? Fireworks gone wrong? Is it the tower? The headquarters of the multinational conglomerate invading my city is, sadly, not burning. Womp womp. No. Wait, it's the water. What? Oh. I'm ready to kill everybody now. I also kind of like how the smoke almost looks like it has a hand. It feels very artfully intentional. Oh. Oh, wow. I also just want to let this cook, so... Wow. We did say that we were going to take revenge on them for killing the river. New card unlocked. The river burns. It is an undeniable fact. Oh, interesting. It has keywords. I wonder if the keywords will also be important, or if those are to help us connect things that, like, maybe that helps us connect relevance between things. I am just speculating. I don't know yet. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Then reality tears open. The specters of the dead leap out of the water. Oil-slicked birds and pearl-spot fish swim among the horrified crowd. Mangrove trees wrench up their roots to escape the flames. I must be hallucinating. I reach out towards... Oh, are we dreaming? I hope we're dreaming. Though, if we're dreaming, is this a prophecy? I hope it's not that. I reach out towards them. A crocodile snaps its jaws at me playfully, teeth leaving bright sparks on my skin. Look! Oh god, look, there's oil on the water! Oil spill. New card unlocked. The crowd bristles and seethes. People are afraid, but we're also angry. We can't stand by and watch the world burn any longer. The ghosts from the burning river slither up Resilience Tower, the dead of the ecosystem haunting their murderer. I want to destroy something. Throw my body into the furnace. I want us all to burn. Metaphorically, of course. I have work to do in the morning. Hey, Sketchnificent, welcome on in. Yes, I must act. The municipal corporation office could use a new paint job in blood red. If this is a dream, I'm with it, okay? I love how our just, like, I was all like, compassion, compassion. Then they set the river on fire, and I'm like, nah. The mayor should wake up to a reminder of his responsibility for this. I text my team. The river's on fire. Let's make them regret it. I love the group text. I speak for the river. My smile is a blade that matches the shape of my heart. That's a good one. Oh, yes. This is going to be fun. Inappropriate joy. For 2 turns, gain 3 hearts whenever a claim reduces your heart. She's late. Yeah, were we dreaming that? Or was that really happening? Bet she's hungover. Joy, she's probably up late making plans. Drowning her sorrows, or getting into trouble. And who'll have to clean it up? Us. Again. They both startle at my sudden arrival to the office and send some papers flying. Good. I need them on their toes. You love me really, Joy. I keep things interesting and you love it. Uh-huh. I told you she'd come in and fire it up. Can we also talk about the flags in the background? I know they're a little, you had to zoom in. I don't have a zoom in. I wish I had a zoom in option here, but you may have to like zoom in, but we love the flags as well. So what did you get up to last night, fearless leader? Professionalism is bourgeois, and worse, boring. Takes so much energy to wear a mask. I feel like this game is calling me out right now. In the interest of not incriminating anyone, I really can't tell you, but you should pass by the corporation building on the way home. Joy groans, and even Shintu looks a little pained. How did I end up surrounded with such rule followers? Emotional energies. You will gain and lose energies as you do missions, make choices, and play cards. Build them up to develop different aspects of Kuli's personality. Minds is detail-oriented, cerebral, and detached. Hearts is compassionate, open-minded, and hedonistic. Guts is assertive, egotistical, but always ready for a challenge. So we are... Okay, so we are raising and lowering these as we go. Oh, sorry, my bad. Those were Joy and Shintu's. Those weren't mine. Okay, got it. Got it. All right, enough nonsense. Open a basket of biscuits. Open 2, why not? We have a lot of work to do. I'm not secretly British, but I do know that they don't mean biscuits. I know that they mean biscuits. I know that they mean bickies. I know that that's what they mean. Though now I want Popeyes. Dang it. How can this be happening? We won the case. So much for bringing life back to the river. Oh. It was our big emotional argument. Life returns to the river. I swear to this court that this will happen. And it has been debunked because it was hearsay the whole time. So all it had to do was remove 1 point of credibility. And now it's debunked. Look, this is a setback, but a setback? If the river really was a person, she'd be dead. Joy? No, Shintu, she needs to hear it. Yes, I do. Say that again, Joy. If the river was a person, she'd be dead? Happy now? Wait, she has that look in her eye. Since the river is legally a person, let's put the people responsible on trial for her murder. Is that... Can we really do that? Another court case? Why not? We have research, legal precedents, contacts. You see the vision. Yeah, like you see the vision. It would send a warning shot through every corporate boardroom in the world. Exactly, boss. Okay, Shintu's on. I'm not your boss. We're a non-hierarchical workplace based on mutual cooperation and affinity. Uh-huh. Whatever you say, boss. Resilience eroded the coastline, changed the sea currents. Now the river's on fire. We need to stop their port expansion. Okay, resilience is the name of the... Got it. Let's put the vice president of resilience on trial for murder. Ooh, it is... Yeah, like... I like that the like the legal like credibility of this one is like, look, I know we just had the river determined to have legal personhood, but I'm not sure that we can put someone on trial for murdering a river. I like that the speculation is like it's low, like, but we got this card. Let's go. Okay, Thursday, 8 weeks until the trial. So first we need to establish that the river is in fact dead. We can see our coworkers. Oop, you can't see me. You can see our coworkers. We can see their current values on the side over here. We have little icons for them on the map. That's cute. This is our this is our relationships with people. It's a little bio on them. These are our little people. Nice. This is still our deck. We got more playable cards. Okay, so first we need to establish the fact that the river is in fact dead. Card has been reframed. The river is in danger has been changed to the river is dead. Oh, and there's that hand art again. Oh, this is so good. But it's a spiritual argument. Hold on, let me... Okay, I like the keywords. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. The keywords. It's a spiritual argument, but it's about the river. So I'm starting to see the vision with the keywords as well. That will probably be able to connect things. Okay. I mean, it's obvious to anyone with eyes. The oil spill, we all saw it. Okay, the oil spill the oil spill is now proven. But where did the oil come from? We need to find out. The fire on the river was terrible, but the oil spill is a catastrophe in its own right. We should help the citywide cleanup efforts. Because it's an opportunity for us to win over allies? Choi, no, because it's the right thing to do. But also, yes. Exactly right. But if we happen to build a little momentum for our murder trial while primarily helping people, then all the better. So all these missions are now popping up on the map as well. Okay. Also, people are flocking to a woman called Kotavai, who claims she speaks for the river god. So yeah, that would be the number one thing is I would like playing this and streaming this. I would learn how these things are said, or I would ask them to tell me how these things are said. Oh, really? And what's she selling? Face cream? A line of supplements? I'm not saying she doesn't have her own agenda. But we shouldn't get so caught up in the court case that we forget our struggle against resilience is a spiritual one. Okay, so that's a new card battle. Okay. So we have options. There's a story mission. Okay, we have 8 weeks until the trial. There's a story mission. There's a team mission. And there's a card there's a card battle. Oh, I see. Okay, so these are... Okay, so the story missions are what we take on. The team mission is what I send my folks to do. And then this... Let's meet this leader. Kotavai leads Adeyam. Okay, hold on. Now I gotta look that up. You're making me look up words. I appreciate that. Okay. An Indian Hindu ritual practiced in the North Malabar region of Kerala. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so, okay, got it. An alcohol-fueled nighttime ritual of ghosts, spirits, and gods in a sacred grove nearby. We don't know what the rewards are, but I want to do a card encounter because I'm really curious. Okay, can I send the two of them as well? Oh, I see what happens. Okay, so I can send everybody at once. All right, so your success is very likely, so we'll send you. And your success is unlikely. Okay, we'll hold off on you then. Let's go. Hang on, what should I do? So okay, so let's actually, okay, let's see. Do we have a good? Unclear. Let's put likely over here, unclear over here. So we do need to assign everyone something. So as you're bringing your contacts together, give people stuff to do. And I'm assuming it's like a certain amount of time that it takes for each action. Yeah, I should have clicked the question mark. Silly me. Send your team out on missions to investigate and build a strong deck of evidence for the upcoming court battle. 2 kinds of player missions. Story missions, where choices unlock new cards and upgrade, and card battle, where Cooley deploys her deck against allies and enemies. Team missions cost energy. Your teammates' level of emotional energy determines their chance of success or failure. Manage your team carefully. During weekend rest, each character recovers to their baseline level of emotional energy. Weekend relaxation missions level up the baseline. Once everyone has a mission, we can begin. Cool. Everyone's got something to do. Let's go. Be careful out there. Okay, so the cost of the emotional energy, which is very real, the cost of the emotional energy for each of their respective missions was just deducted. So we're going to need the weekend for them to get back to baseline. Or let's go on a relaxation, as you do. Oh, it's such good art. There are fires lit in the sacred grove. My nostrils fill. Weed smoke, fermented alcohol, scented flowers left out too long. Over there, a pile of coals glowing red, awaiting a show of abandoned devotion. The crowd cries out in welcome. The crowd cries out in welcome. The ritual hasn't started yet, and they're already in a trance. The drummers drive the beat faster and faster until... Okay, I'm going to notice that if you think about what the options are, you can use those to your advantage. You can, min-max, power game, metagame, however you want. I tend to go with what I feel, but you kind of guess which option and which choice affects which emotional value. So if you wanted to kind of bank it, you could. The drummers drive the beat faster and faster until... A silence opened up. And Kotovai steps into the light. Her face is ritually painted and her fingers flicker with flame. She begins to dance. Okay. Her guts are through the roof. Her guts are on fire. Hearts and mind, not so much yet. Okay, we're trying to get her guts on fire, which are already there. Oh, okay. Okay. Our little inner voice says we should try and match her guts energy. So we got to raise the guts. Guts. Got to get them up. She's already at 40. We got to get ours to 40. So we're going to start with the river god is angry. When a village is cursed with sickness or drought, they hold a theam, a folk ritual where the performer is possessed by their local god. The god speaks through them and communicates what must be done to placate their anger. Okay, do we get the... If we come back here, we get the... Okay, we get the combat. I'm loath to call it combat because it's not really combat. It's more like a conversation. Which, of course, then makes me think about Stronger Than You from Steven Universe, which is, Okay. Each village and community has their own gods and their own ancient stories. But Kotovai breaks tradition and tells a new story. I am the river goddess of Muziris. Oh, and it's interesting because the layout is different for this one as well. So the port expands, undeniable. A false god has invited into Muziris and it calls itself Resilience. People jeer. One of her followers brandishes a red-painted sign with the letters RIG for Resilience Investment Group. This unnatural new port is a temple to this god of greed. She plays the story out with her body, drawing audience members into unexpected roles, miming excitement, fear, lust, desperation with her painted face. Eating up the earth, changing the very currents of the sea. Dirtying the air and fouling the water. A disrespectful entity, brash and vulgar, throwing nature out of balance. The river burns. Undeniable. And this is the result. Resilience feasted on my city, growing strong as I grew weak. They tried to burn me out, but I am the heart of Muziris, even in death. Those who worship me, rise up against this false god. The crowd moans. In fear? In ecstasy? Reclaim Muziris or we will all burn. Okay. So yeah, conversations go back and forth for a limited number of turns, which we can now see the turns at the top of the screen. We got 4. Play rhetoric or denials first. You can play multiple per turn and combine them. Play claims last. Claims end your turn. Okay, so make as many arguments as you can. Oh, make as many arguments as you can before your turns end, but if you can't, come back next week and try again. Okay. Okay. So we have, okay, so we, unfortunately, because of my actions, I'm doing hearts. I need to get my guts on fire, which, you know, maybe I need to get some spicy food tonight. Maybe that's what the game is telling me. Speaking of, okay, we have a little more time left. Interesting. So I can use Inappropriate Joy for 2 turns, gain 3 hearts whenever a claim reduces your hearts. Like, I can gain hearts for this. I don't have a lot of guts, is the thing. Okay, let's also look at the board now. This card is Spiritual or River. River means it can connect to a lot of different places. It can't connect to the port directly because there's nothing for it to do there. This oil spill is pollution or river. So we have one claim here, which is about the river. We can connect that. We can connect to that. So let's see here. Doubles the hearts of this. I don't have anything that raises hearts. So oh, there we are. Sorry. Gain 3 whenever a claim reduces your hearts. So we can just put that. I'm going to put that up here for 2 turns. Kotavi is so delighted at my inappropriate joy that she dances close and whirls me into her embrace. I don't hate it. We have to find a way to look at horror and hold it joyously. Yes. Perhaps you and I can truly... But I don't hear the end of the sentence because someone else catches her eye and she darts away to deliver some vital proclamation. Or perhaps a rebuke. Okay, so now anything that would reduce our hearts will increase them for 2 turns. So I also have to remember causes. So like my arguments, causes are above, consequences are below. My claim has to be a cause or a consequence. So if I say the river is dead, that's why the river god is angry, or the river burns and therefore the river is dead. If I say the river burns, it's like, this is easy. The oil spill has caused the river to burn. So this is an easy one. Let me play this one first. It's the oil spill that caused it. That's proven. Help me hold resilience accountable for the oil spill. Even if you find all the proof in the world, they have money and power on their side. She is not wrong. She is not wrong. I cannot argue with this woman speaking for a god. The rich and the powerful own reality itself. The truth doesn't matter. Oh, she's not wrong. Oh. Divine Presence. While on the board, it's +1 to all spiritual claims. I can make use of that. Okay. Now this is also interesting because these things take up slots. So if a slot is taken that I can't connect to something, that's also possible trouble for me. With a shout, Kotavi spins towards the lit coals, dancing across them like they're warm sand. The crowd roars. In that moment, the river god is amongst us. We witness miracles. Rig is criminal. Yeah. Okay. She's actually she's getting me on fire too, so okay. Are we the ones sucking the city dry in the name of shareholder profits? Are we eroding the coastline, stealing the livelihood of fishermen and farmers? No. Resilience is the true criminal. I agree. I do. Okay. So now... Hmm. Okay. So we can do this. Connect as a cause or consequence. She'll act differently. We also now have, if Rig is criminal, put them on trial for murder. I can put that here. That would raise my guts and hers. I don't really have anything I need to prove. Like, we're agreeing that Rig is criminal. It's a speculation, but I don't need to do that. I actually am going to go with, we're going to bring you on trial for murder. Okay. Guts on fire. Kulia's on fire. Kulia's guts are on fire. When she maxes out any one of her emotional energies, she can play powerful rhetoric cards to quickly turn the table. On fire states are sticky. We'll stay at 40 in this stat until the weekend or until another energy goes on fire. Okay. No, I don't acknowledge the legitimacy of your court. I figured that was coming. You are not worthy. It denies any claim. It's removed if trust reaches 10. Ooh. Dang. Okay, so she basically was like, nah. Trust. Build trust by doing missions and delivering certain arguments in card battles. Building trust matters. People are more willing to talk to you, and your words hold more weight in court. High trust unlocks powerful rhetoric cards and overcomes some denials. Okay. Capitalism eats the world? I mean, yeah. Nature has limits. Capitalism does not. This system is leading us towards planetary disaster, ecological collapse. Oh, girl, I legit, you are speaking my language. Okay, you are. Okay, our guts are on fire. I've matched her energy. I'm going to deliver this. Who are you? Who are you? Where did you come from? Her makeup is dripping in the heat of the fire, and her breathing is heavy with exertion. She considers for a moment and then decides to indulge my curiosity. The government seized our family's land for a mining project. We went from freedom to wage slavery. My father and brothers all died of lung disease working the mines. Dangerous secret. At the start of your turn, draw an additional card. I was recruited as a Naxalite as a teenager. I was trained in guerrilla tactics, carried out many successful operations. This is dangerous information to know. I'm going to keep your secret. I want to win her trust. She could be a powerful ally, and perhaps, secretly, I admire her determination to lose it all and come back so strong. Trust is up by 8 because we're holding on to her secret. And in any case, I should consider my options for a while before I make such a significant choice. Okay. Trial for murder is active on the board, but she denied my claim. I don't really have anything that I can... Let's see here. What am I trying to do here? Hopefully she'll... Okay, we already know she won't really support the court case, but... Our river needs protection. After finding out that this woman might be willing to protect it in a lot of different ways. Hold on. Can we go back? The river is dead as a consequence. I'm going to try the river is dead as a cause. The river was murdered. She has a right to be angry. Yes, exactly. Those who stand by and do nothing, like you. Dang it. She spins and whirls, pointing fingers of fiery accusation at random members of the crowd. Oh, she's talking to the people. Her laugh sharp and bright. Yes, you, and you, and you, and you. You will all face the dead god's anger. The people have power. Okay. I mean, she might not appreciate the competition. Wow. Let's see here. Will this go anywhere? Can this go anywhere? The river is a legal person. This is our last turn as well, so... Hold on. If anything... This doubles the heart claims. It doesn't really help. Oh, you know what? What happens if I... See, I don't want to deny... I agree with her. I don't want to deny her stuff. Although, I will deny this. You know what? If you got it, prove it. Capitalism meets the world? Prove it. And then I will say the river needs our protection. Oh. Heart like a river. Dangerous. No, we're going to go ahead. The river needs our protection. You've been trying to protect the river for some time. Ouch. Perhaps you need to rethink your methods. Ouch. You sound like someone I know. You should introduce us. Sounds like I'd like them. Ha! Time to resist. Again, can't argue. Comrades, the rich and powerful already have us beaten, broken, enslaved. Some of us are enslaved by misery and exhaustion, others with material goods and distracting technologies. Are we waiting for them to stop? For someone to save us? There is no one coming. There is no end to the sickness and madness. Only we can end it. We're out of turns. So the night ends too early. So we didn't really get to our... we didn't really get to where we wanted to go because she denied our trial for murder. So we needed to build things up a little bit better before we got to that. There are more arguments I wanted to make. So much more I wanted to say and know. Oh well, it takes patience to get to know people. I'll just come back another time and try again. So I like that. We were able to build trust with her, but we still didn't win the we didn't get her to see our side of the argument. So we can come back later and try again. The smoke from the burning river sits over the city like a miasma, adding a toxic thickness to the summer heat. It's Friday, but there's still so much to do. We could work the weekend? Says the person who just burned out and got back from medical leave. Joy is right. We have to pace ourselves. Besides, it looks like you two got a lot done yesterday? Okay, so the oil spill was a failure. I ended up meeting your dad in the street and had coffee with him. He says you should visit soon. I'll come back when I can. You should visit him at least once a week. He's not getting any younger. None of us are. Yes, death is a specter that haunts us all. Thanks, team. Good chat. Oh, success. Let me guess. People are bored, angry, and haven't been paid? Resilience has all but abandoned the migrant workers camp in the shipyard. I helped distribute food parcels. Okay, well, you know, little up, little down. So it's Friday. We don't have any conversations to have. We can do some story missions or we get oil samples for the team and stuff like that. This is really, really good. I welcome in raiders. I know you're coming in at the end of me playing and the end of the stream, which is okay because we'll find somebody else to raid. This is really good. The way that they've done this, we also now, we know somebody new now. We have to get the trust to 10 before they'll really trust our arguments. This is really good. This is All Will Rise, and it is, there's a demo out in the Steam store now. Go to the menu. There's a demo out in the Steam store now. It is essentially, your main character is a lawyer who has been, the game starts and you are granting the river, it's set in India, you're granting the river legal personhood because a corporation is destroying it. And then as the game progresses, the river catches on fire. So your new argument is the river is dead, and you are now looking for allies to make a case against the corporation. The way that the deck building operates is you earn cards that are claims, arguments, rhetoric, denials, and you use those to adjust different emotional energies as you go through things, and that helps you get people to see your side, or sometimes people have a stronger argument than you, things like that. So it's nice. It's really well done. It's gorgeous. It is, it is boldly political, which I really appreciate. It remains topical. And yeah, I wish them luck. The Kickstarter also started today, so by all means pick up the demo, try it out, and then go check out the Kickstarter. And if it sounds like something that you want to be a part of, go ahead and back it and give them your support. So yeah, we're gonna hop out of this though, because I've absolutely gone over my time and my stomach is grumbling, and I apologize to everybody who probably got an ad or stuck around for that. But yay, this is worth it though. This is absolutely worth it. But let me exit out of this. That was really nice. I am hungry, so I need to go. I was thinking about going out for something, but I think I will make some. I have some. Actually, I have some frozen biryani, which feels appropriate. Little chicken and spicy sauce and basmati rice. Yeah, I like that for me. I'm gonna sweat. I'm gonna sweat a lot. I'm gonna sweat, but it's all good. Yeah, oh wow. Oh, okay. Some good stuff today. I am glad. Look, I maintain that I maintain this. Oh, you know what? I can go and mark some stuff. Okay, all will rise. Oop, nope. Bold. Mechborn. Bold. Whiskers isn't on here because I already had it. It was from a while back, so that's fine. But that's 4 bolded now, so we're getting there. We're working it down. But yeah, thanks everybody. Let me hold on. Let me put this back where it belongs. There we go. Oh nope, don't. Okay, stop. Don't look at that. Let me come over to the credit screen so we can go and get on out of here. But yeah, thank you all for being here. Thanks for indulging. I didn't go too far over. I went 10 minutes over my usual time, so that's not too bad. Carter Clay and Valgorithm. Perfect, lovely username, that one. Thank you for the follows. I completely forgot to say thank you for the resubs. Sphinx for All, Winston Works, and Taru, and the raids from Celestin and DC. I appreciate y'all for being here. And my mods, thanks for hanging out. I'm going to push this while I find someone to raid. It's going to talk about the raid call, and it's going to say where to find me and stuff like that. We're going to go over and say hashtag #urbraid with my love and disco emote. If you're not a subscriber, the virtual hug emote works as well, or any hi or hello or heart emote works. You can find me making content on Blue Sky, YouTube, and my blog. If you check my YouTube today, a demo that I played and didn't stream is up. It's the Greenening. It is an incremental clicker game, so you can check that out. There's also a link to my blog at urbanbohemian.com and a link to Discord there. And there, once again, is the raid call. Let me go over and find someone for us to raid. It would help if I knew that ahead of time, but I didn't, so whatever. Let's see here. I see some people on. I'm trying to see if I might be getting off a little too early to catch someone, but let's see, they're on a break. Let's see here. Oh, let's go say hi to Jazz, who always pops in and is very kind. Hold on a second. If I could type, I would be dangerous. But yeah, Jazz is over playing Ritual of Raven. Oh, that's like the kind of witchy farmery type game, which actually makes sense for Jazz to be playing that. So I'll go over and say hello. They always come in and lurk, and it's very nice of them to do so. And they're always doing mutual aid, so there will be someone to help out. over there, which is fantastic. So we'll go over and say hi. Let me get that started and get that going. And I'll do the button again. Like I'll actually, does my YouTube command work? Oh, no, I mean, it does, but it doesn't because the current video on YouTube is this video on YouTube right now. So, whoops. Anyway, I'll push this. Um, so yeah, there once again are your raid calls. There's all my links. There's all the stuff. You are more than welcome to copy it and paste it as you like. I am going to, I have some frozen food tonight. But before I go to bed, I'm going to make a brine for some chicken thighs because that's going to be roasted tomorrow. I just have to decide if I want to do anything with them, like I've got some potatoes or some other vegetables. Maybe like those and some broccoli. Ooh, that'd be fun. That'd be nice. Oh, that'd be fun. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with me. We'll go over and say hi to Jazz. And yeah, that's really all I got. I will probably try to do another one or two recordings for some demos because there's just too many. There's still like over 30 that I might want to try on stream. And then as we get closer to the weekend, I'll decide if this merits a Thursday or Friday additional stream. Hopefully not, but we'll see. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope that you have had a good start to your week and I hope that it continues. You're still having a great February. It's still Black History Month. So, stay black and appreciate them in your lives. And I'll see you in Jazz's stream. Goodbye, everybody.